Alrighty, guys, it is 3:30, time to wrap it up for today. And we got the announcement, as expected, it came out without any changes. And then they had the press conference at 2:30, and it's been pretty volatile since the both an announcement and the statement, because they changed a bunch of stuff on it. And he had this, and it was pretty sloppy stuff going on back and forth. The back and forth swinging pretty wildly. And overall, right now, it's kind of net to the downside. And I think it meant probably because they don't expect to get any rate cuts for a while. So market's kind of unhappy about that, I guess. But overall, net reaction has been pretty darn well. You can see how the volatility just massively kicked in. I did a couple of trades. The first on the ES on the way up in that first reaction, but then pretty much immediately got stopped out. There was like a shakeout trade. Tried one more trade here after this run up to the mean when they retested this rotation down, and it looked like they were retracing that. And I was waiting for that one. They were down and trying to take it lower at least two, three times. Then they started taking this higher. Hopped on that trade and immediately got myself caught in that shit. So I got stuck in that trade, sat in there for like 2 bars here. Then I adjusted it a little bit. I should have left my stop down here, let it stop me out at that point, but I figured that they were sitting in this freaking channel, so I repaired it here at the lower end of that channel, moved my stop below that rotation, put in, and there was just no relief. They just ran that all the way down, shook me out, and then what happened after that? Right after that, all the way back up again. I'm looking at that, it's like, are you kidding me, freaking guys? And then they started taking it lower from there. So that's just typical. So I stopped trading it. This is too crazy. So I stopped trading it. But that just got me down in a whole $120. So I'm not trying to trade it right now. It's just too volatile and too sloppy. So I mean, if anything, you probably trade it from the short side right now. Now when they really start looking like a direction is forming, but it's getting late, and I'm just not in the mood of losing more money in case it gets too shaky. You know what I mean? Um, so and I mean, but this stop is like huge. So I mean, the first stop I had in at the 49, lower end was 39. That was more than 10 points, and this one's more than this 30 to 49, so almost 20 points down. So way too big of a trade, but then you go. See, when you make it too big and you kind of fall on the wrong side of it, it turns out to be a bigger loss than you want. But then again, but I took the shot there. I thought I had a shot at retracing on that one, but it turned into be a no-go on that. And Nasdaq is even worse. Oh, crazy town on that one. So you see how crazy that stuff is. I'm not even trying that one. Yeah, these bars, even the smallest bar here is 280 up to 330. So it's like 50 points. So it's like under than 50 points, like 200 ticks. So a little bit bigger than my 80 tick stop. So no point of trying to trade that guy. But anyway, we are to the downside, and we'll see how far they're going to take it there. I mean, right now you can see they're backing off. There's definitely no extension to the upside in the card. They're heading right back into the lower range again. So we're backing off. Let's see how crazy it gets. We'll see if they stall here at one point or start moving back up or not. But this level here, that's 75, 7,500, 75.10. That support area, it's not a great sign that they took that out right now. That just means that we're probably going to see them right down here in the 7,400s in not too distant future. So a little crazy stuff going on the Nasdaq. We are also in a pretty good. They took out this level, the 260s, and they are heading down into this lower area. Or actually, they can certainly head down to the 29,760s again. So it looks to me like we may get a little bit of volatility here, but we had a couple of good shots. I mean, they started taking this higher, and they knocked it down yesterday, and here we were. It could have gone either way, up or down. Right now, they're heading lower. Not sure they're heading lower for a good reason, but they're heading lower. So disappointment in potential rate cuts going forward. We will see how it shakes out. Right now, though, I would just stay on the short side going into the overnight, depending on when they close. They could also snap back going into the close. Hard to say, but if anything, I would be, the way it looks like now, lean towards the short side and see how far they want to take it. So that's the ES and Nasdaq. So 2 trades for me on the ES. It was not as crazy volatile, but I just got caught in that shitty spot, and I could not. I had an opportunity almost there to scratch it, didn't work, didn't get quite as far as I wanted it to. And then I tried repairing it, and they never gave me a shot at scratching that either. I just ran it down here. And It took me, it's not quite low tick. I mean, they took it, I feel, 4 points lower, but it's still pretty gnarly. But I wasn't going to make that trade bigger than that. That was a kind of the pain point. So I leave it there. And the key thing there is to stop trading when you get into a spot like that. Usually I get a little bit more aggressive, trying to revenge trade it. It's just not a great thing to do. That's just kind of take it for what it is. When it's this crazy volatile, it's going to be knocking you around. And you don't want to get caught getting in, trying to get in and out of that stuff. Bond market, you can see it pretty darn sloppy, back and forth, swinging wildly, but not necessarily directionally. So I would just start off range bound again on the bonds. A little bit more range, but not by any means any direction to it. So there you have it. The cryptos, on the crypto side of things, you can see the crypto silver is heading straight down. The crypto gold is heading straight down. Crypto oil is kind of holding there at 75, which is a great sign. Bitcoin futures, Ethereum futures, everything is heading lower. So risk off. That's what that feels like. I haven't taken any trades on those today. But back to the ES and NASDAQ, and I'm going to have to leave it at that. So tempting to engage again, but it's one of these things. You just have to avoid over trading it when it is volatile, because you can get in on shitty spots and you just find yourself getting shaken out. And a couple of those, and you're really in a hole. So that's going to kind of leave it as it is for now. Just take the loss I got. Alrighty, guys, we'll leave it there, and I'll see you back bright and early in the morning Thursday. Go at it again. Now, tomorrow morning, we get news. What do we have tomorrow? We have jobless claims, Philly Fed at 8:30, leading indicators at 10. And that's about it. 5-year tips auction, but not a whole lot of news to drive the market. And remember, Friday is a half a day. It's Juneteenth, a holiday. So they're not going to open the room on Friday. So tomorrow is the last trading day for the week. So we'll see how this shakes out, guys. Ready, guys. I'll see you back bright and early in the morning, and we'll go at this again. Right.